Hey folks, Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas, and we're fired up. Second major PGA Championship this coming week. Bethpage Black, brutally tough course, a great venue. It's put on a great show in recent years. Now in the rotation, U.S. Opens, PGAs. They actually play the Barclays there. It's a daunting test for the golfers. It's long. You better hit it straight, and this is going to be fun. Let's talk about Tiger Woods. He's on the board at 8-1. He's the favorite. He hasn't been seen since the Masters. He's got his Presidential Medal of Freedom. The golf world's a tizzy with the way Tiger's playing, and he's been there practicing at Bethpage, actually playing some practice rounds with Phil Mickelson. No reason to think Tiger won't be involved in the discussion heading into the weekend, although this course can really eat you alive. One or two missteps, and you can shoot yourself right out of contention. But don't forget, Tiger Woods won the U.S. Open 2002 at Bethpage Black. He was 3 under par. The other U.S. Open was won by Lucas Glover, who's actually playing pretty good golf this year, but he's on the board at 150-1. Maybe not the craziest couple of bucks you threw down on a guy that knows how to win there and who isn't playing particularly horribly. I mean, he's actually in pretty good form. You know, some of the other names here, Rory McIlroy is a 2-time PGA champ. He's on the board at 12-1. Dustin Johnson's on the board at 10-1. Length will be rewarded here, and these are two guys that certainly fit the profile. In that vein, you have to think Jon Rahm is not far from winning his first major. He's on the board at 18-1. Xander Schauffele will be in everybody's discussion, I think, in the foreseeable future when you get to majors, 25-1. Just a really solid player, and I would expect Schauffele to really put forward a pretty good representation of himself in this event. Some price plays that I think can contend. Guy that I think's got a game that can win a major. He was in contention at the Masters. Patrick Cantlay is on the board at 41. I think you could take a look at him. Jason Day, 2015. He won the PGA Championship, and he's 25-1. Sergio at 60-1. This would be a great story. And golf is full of Hollywood kind of scripts and stories. Don't forget, remember way, way back in 2002 when Tiger Woods won there, Sergio couldn't pull the trigger. He'd waggle and he'd stand there and he'd be over the ball forever, and the New York crowd was brutal. They rode him. They were relentless. They were all over him. Well, since then, obviously, Sergio, he's got a Masters title. He's got himself a green jacket. Actually played pretty well a couple of weeks ago. Sergio at 60-1 may be worth considering here, where the New York fans, and he was mad at him. I think he may have given them a little gesture or two, said some harsh words right back at them. But wouldn't that be something if Sergio came in, won here, and all of a sudden won the tough crowd in New York over? So I'd look at Sergio at 60-1. I will tell you, guys, really flying under the radar. There's a couple of them, actually. DeChambeau is coming in here. We haven't seen him since the Masters. The other guy you haven't seen since the Masters, and he has yet to win this year. Now, he withdrew from the Wells Fargo Championship with a wrist injury. But maybe that was just precautionary. Could be a problem, but I think he was putting all his eggs in this basket. Justin Thomas at 18-1. He's got the firepower to go low. It's a bit of a question mark. Frankly, I think we should be deserving of something more in the 25-1 range. Not going to surprise me in the least if that wrist is good. Watch out for Justin Thomas this week. So I'd say my top three would be Justin Thomas, Cantlay, and I think I'd give a peek at Sergio. And listen, I didn't even mention Molinari, who's just had a great year, calendar year last year into this year. Competed, had the Masters in his back pocket, let it get away. He's been playing great golf as well. But I'll go with Thomas, Cantlay, and Sergio in the PGA Championship at Bethpage Black. Always great to be with you here at bangthebook.com from Las Vegas. Brian Blessing, thrilled to be with you. Don't forget our good friend Adam Burke with the Sports Betting Podcast, especially in the summer months. Does a great job on baseball. And before you know it, we'll be back doing those weekly podcasts because training camps will be open pretty soon. Football is always in the on-deck circle. But right now, this week, the focus is the second major, the PGA Championship, right outside New York at Bethpage Black.